choice, of course. He doesn't
It
have
is.
to, but it's his opinion. This is not a real tweet, but basically what she said was, do you support pedophilia as well, or is it just race?
Run, Barry, run!
Man, shit's about to get real, y'all. So, TheGreatOne and DinkOps. I seen this little beef on actually Twitter. I followed TheGreatOne on Twitter. Hey man, shouts out. If you watching this GreatOne, man, shouts out to you, man. Been watching you for years now, so it's just great to see you come up. You almost at 200,000, man. That's great. Hopefully I can have you on the channel one day and we could just do something awesome. But anyways, there's this crazy beef on Twitter between TheGreatOne and Dinks. It's kind of, I wouldn't say it's over, but it's kind of like pretty much done on Twitter because DinkOps blocked him, and I guess that's the way you do things. I used to really watch DinkOps, but I kind of like do so much of my own stuff on my own channel that I kind of don't get a chance to watch every single person. But I mean, DinkOps he's alright. I mean, we're all part of the 2K community. Just because I don't post a whole bunch of WWE stuff, I'm still part of the WWE 2K community. And yeah, we're gonna check this out. I'm pretty much ready to see how this how this is gonna turn out at the end and what TheGreatOne has to say about it, because this is going to be crazy. The title of this video is called "The Fakest WWE YouTuber DinkOps." Woo! All right. I don't know. I'm ready. Let's get it.
TheGreatOne versus DenkOps, the Divas Champion versus the bitch, WrestleMania 35, not really, it's more of a, this egomaniac cannot take any criticism, and he's also a huge hypocrite. So apparently I'm beefing right now with Chris Denker, and the reason is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm going to explain all of it in a second, but basically what happened is that I disagreed with his girlfriend, so he decided to tweet that my career is ruined. Imagine ruining your future prospects in your own community just by being a dick. Interesting emoji.
I seen that.
I'm the dick. I'm the dick right here. Just so you know. Criticizing Chris would be perfectly fine, but I never even did that. All I did was disagreeing with his girlfriend because she was pretty much tweeting weird shit.
Alright, so I didn't see what she tweeted because right when like I figured out like what she was saying stuff, he got blocked from her because he kind of said something. So I'm gonna read what is on the screen for you guys. Let's see. I didn't even know DinkOps had a girlfriend. That's how much I don't really watch him, but they all make great content, so that's pretty much how that happens. What did it say? I mute and block her anyone that tags me in a tweet about Chris career mode. Like, can you fucking not? Actually, he didn't block Chris, so I think he hates women. Cry me a river.
And that means...
Are you effing high?
I'm ruining my future in the wrestling?
Merry Christmas everyone except those who believe Trump when he said Mexico would pay for the wall. Hope this was worth getting blocked by Chris. That is so... And then she even had it was a post from you can't even mess with Post, man. She's saying stuff with Post, man. Post is the OG of the YouTube WWE community. You can't do that to him.
In community? How does that make any sense? What kind of entitlement is that? He even got that f***ing emoji. Again, I'm the dick. If you don't get it, I'm the dick. Here you go, people. If you disagree with Chris Denker or his girlfriend even, you might as well not have a future in the wrestling community. Again, I'm going to explain all of it in a second, but I just want to let you know that they blocked me. So,
they sure did.
These are two of the most critical people I've seen in this community. They can talk shit about you, but once I called his girlfriend out, I got blocked.
Jeez, oh my gosh. Damn, she blocks a lot of people.
And it's kind of hypocritical because I've seen this tweet of her saying pretty much this. I don't know what it's all about, but you will get the point. Not surprised. Easier to block every single
I seen
person
this
on
one.
Earth than to admit you're wrong, I guess. Yeah, I guess you got that right. Hypocrite much? And it's not like the first time you did this, you know, when someone disagrees with you, you just block them. If you criticize people, you should expect the same thing in return.
That is
I make
facts.
commentary videos. If someone is going to make a commentary video on me, I have no right to be mad about it. I can disagree with it, I can make a response, but I shouldn't censor them. And that's not even the main point of this whole drama. Let me explain. In July, I made a tweet. I'm fucking shocked by wrestling fans again. What Hulk Hogan said was very wrong, but it's your choice if you forgive him or not. But to compare it to a fucking pedophile, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I was actually referring to a tweet that Chris Denker's girlfriend, wife, whatever the case may be, actually made. She deleted it. I don't know if she saw my tweet or not, but basically one guy pretty much said that I'm black and I forgive Hogan. It's his choice, of course. He doesn't have
It
to,
is.
but it's his opinion. This is not a real tweet, but basically what she said was, do you support pedophilia as well, or is it just race?
How does that you can't compare pedophiles to racist people. What Hulk Hogan said, yes, what Hulk Hogan said was racist as fuck. It was racist as shit. But he wasn't touching nobody. He wasn't messing with no kid. He just said something that was offensive to black people. He wasn't touching black people. He wasn't raping black people. See, like, that's the problem. You can't compare a pedophile and a racist. Now, if you want to compare, like, back in the day with what he's saying, you can, but don't compare both. Don't do that. Lord, oh my gosh. Michelle. We have some issues, don't we?
That you're okay with. Comparing Hulk Hogan saying the N-word to grown men actually molesting children?
Yes!
I
Makes
just
no sense!
can't really connect
What?
these two. All he did is said that, well, I forgive him. I just moved on.
Exactly.
So I don't really see how that's a fair comparison. Back then I followed her on Twitter and every day she would tweet the most weird stuff you can imagine. Basically she would get offended at everything. She would ban everyone.
How did her and
They
DinkOps
disagree
get
with her.
together?
Basically the
Jeez.
biggest SJW in this community. And I thought that I'm the only one who noticed it, that she's being kind of a dick to their own fans, her boyfriend's fans. But I actually got a lot of wrestling YouTubers contacting me in DMs pretty much saying that yes, I saw that as well. I guess they don't want to call her out because they're kinda, you know, afraid. Not really afraid, but they don't want any drama with Chris Denker. I don't give a shit. If you fucked up, I'm going to call you out on it. She tweeted, gotta love white people for forgiving racism when it didn't fucking happen to them. I don't really have a big problem with this tweet. White people don't have a right to forgive Hulk Hogan. It's your opinion, I don't care. But when a black guy forgives Hulk Hogan, you say he supports
Right.
pedophilia. What the fuck?
It's not-
By the way, I'm going to censor all of these sensitive words because the video might get taken down or whatever. And
Oh,
this
I
is
got the
best
reaction.
part.
We're good.
She decided to lie that it wasn't her. Why? Do you... Why? At this point, you already lost. You decided to lie. I know it was you. Anyway, Chris Denker had nothing to do with it, but he decided to get involved. Basically, nothing serious then. But what's funny is that she actually blocked me. So if you disagree with her, she will block you. She can
Daddy,
say all of this
I agree
weird
when
shit
I
to
made
you, she
it.
can criticize you. But once you disagree with her, well, you just fucked up, my man. You disagree with Michelle. Wow. Michelle, Denker's wife, 1 million. Wow. Oh my God. Now you just crossed the line. Freedom of speech. Pff, wow.
This is
did-
crazy. This is crazy,
Wow.
bro.
With Michelle,
Wow.
you really did that. Oh my God. I find it so offensive. Yeah, I was having a little bit too much fun. I tweeted, she can talk shit about you and your opinions, but when you call her out, blocked. Gotta love the hypocrisy. Only called her out once. She got triggered by one criticism. These people are so fucking entitled. Chris Denker replied, the fact that he actually keeps going to her profile to see what she says is hilarious. Kid is obsessed.
How?
So not only his biggest criticism...
How? I'm pretty sure he's not going to profile. TheGreatOne has over 100,000 subs. And I'm guarantee you maybe about 2,000 or 3,000 of them follow him on Twitter. They're going to send him stuff that this girl is saying. It's not being obsessed, it's that people send him stuff. I'm pretty sure if nobody was sending him stuff about her, he would have not posted any more stuff about her. The fact, how can he go to her profile how can he keep going to profile but no.
Is that I'm a kid? Yeah, a 30-year-old guy who calls himself Chris Danger called me a kid. That's a big one. This is the worst response. If I criticized someone, of course I want to see their response. I'm going to check their profile. What is this, a rice gum response? Imagine ruining your own future prospects in your own community just by being a dick.
How?
I'm the dick.
And the fact that people like that's petty.
Yeah, so my career is ruined right now because if you disagree with Chris Denker, you have no friends in this community. You have no future. You have no future collabs. And I actually Googled if criticizing Chris Denker's girlfriend will ruin my career. Please help. Maybe not. Maybe not. We will see. We will see with that one. What other reason do you have for constantly trying to start shit with my girl then? Constantly? I called her out once and she blocked me. And
Facts.
I told people that she blocked me, and my criticism just was proven to be legit, to be right. This is a response from someone who doesn't really have any legit criticism or an actual good counter, so yeah, you're obsessed, dude. Get off my dick, bruh. It's that type of thing. So I said that I only called her out once. It wasn't constantly. And I also said that if she can criticize people, roast people on the internet, she should expect the same thing in return.
That is true.
He replied, she called out people that were defending Hulk Hogan's racism. That's how it all started. That's really not a good look. Someone blocked you on Twitter. It's gonna be okay, I promise. No, it will not be. 5 points for comedy. He's a very good manipulator. I can already see he's a very good manipulator. First of all, you're taking things out of context. He makes it look like I'm defending Hulk Hogan. I'm not. And you know what I actually mean. You moved on and forgave Hulk Hogan? Wow. 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 Hold on right here.
I mean...
Maybe.
I'm sorry I'm pausing a lot, but if you forgive Hulk Hogan, you forgive Hulk Hogan. It shouldn't be a crazy thing to forgive somebody for something. That's why God made us as humans, and when situations happens, we forgive. And I'm not saying you have to forget it, but it's, you can forgive him or you can't forgive him. It's that simple. It shouldn't be like a crazy ass issue, to be honest.
Maybe you might as well support pedophilia. I wouldn't be surprised. Wow. Then I pointed out that she also made fun of religion. She said that priests, sexually assault children or whatever the case may be. It was a joke. I get it. I wouldn't be that offended. I'm not even offended. My problem is that if you are getting offended at everything and you criticize people, block them if they have any different opinions, how can you then go to Twitter and then make fun of religion? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
that makes you a hypocrite. But there are countless stories of sexual assault in churches, but I don't know how we even got here at this point, Lamar. Another example of manipulation. This is the same thing we're talking about. I'm talking about hypocrisy. How is this not the same conversation? Just because I brought up another example, my criticism was that she was being very hypocritical and can't take any different opinions.
Point blank, in the store.
That was just another example, and I think you got it, but you just don't want to admit it. Look, people, he wouldn't even be defending her if it wasn't his girlfriend. I get why he's doing it. I'm not that dumb. I understand.
That's true.
But it's still not an excuse. You're talking circles, looking for an excuse to keep this going. No, dude, you're not that relevant. You're not that relevant. You have 1 million subscribers. I have over 100,000. Look at our views. You should be getting at least 250.
Damn. Oh my gosh. He has 100,000 and Dinks has 1 million. And look at the comparison. Damn. Dog. When DenkOp hits 1 million, bro, his subs, not subs, but his views are gonna get high as shit, bro.
50,000 views in your video.
Wow.
If I wanted some clout, I would call out Logan Paul, Jake Paul, whatever. It's also very funny how he keeps bringing this idea that I started drama with him and I'm ruining my future.
He ain't
But
ruining nothing.
he got involved. I just criticized his girlfriend's points, and he was the one who actually made it personal. You're talking in circles looking for an excuse to keep this going. Dude, you were the one who got involved. Do I really need to remind people that it wasn't even about you? I never tagged you in a tweet, nothing like that. It was just one criticism that you took very, very personally. You're not that big of a deal, man. Fame gets into people's heads. And wait for the best part. He blocked me. The man blocked me. He decided that, you know what? I'm gonna manipulate my audience, that I'm the winner right here, you know, I just slammed this guy. I slammed that forehead on the mat and blocked me, so I cannot tweet at him again. I think he knows his girlfriend is wrong. I think he knows he had no real motivation to respond to me. Like, really, it wasn't even about him. He just doesn't want to look bad in front of you. Easier to block every single person on earth than to admit you're wrong, I guess. Well, again, I agree with that one. I didn't want to make this, but these kind of egotistical...
I was ready. I heard he was making this.
And Chris, honey, maybe I'm a dick, but at least I'm an honest one.
Ooh. Wow, this was good. I feel like he should have said something about this. I felt like DeGreatOne should have made a video about this because people should know, like, I think DinkOps knew too that his girlfriend was wrong. And if you, like, judging, like, everything that somebody said, like, dog, that, this whole situation is bonkers. I'm gonna look at the comments, man, and see what people saying. I like you both, but I agree with you on this one. Facts. Oh man, dude, some of these WWE fans are retarded to expose them. My guy to settle this just to play 2K19 online. LOL, I'm sorry, fam, but this ain't it. Time for both to move on. Both of you keep creating content, okay? I just hope Post isn't this way. The day he's exposed for being a dude, not gonna learn nothing. Nah, Post ain't like that. Post is pretty lit. He said that he sided with Post because he didn't. Nah, I mean he sided with Dink. I like Dink, but I'm disappointed in him. Yeah, facts. He's just jealous of you for it. I just watched him until he went off Fortnite. Being a fan of both makes really confusing. Yeah, this reminds me of the beef that DNB had with Dwayne and Jazz. I don't know. I haven't watched DNB in years, but it reminds me of that when you didn't like when I both liked both of them. I didn't know which one was which, and all, I mean I didn't know who to go with. But yeah, I agree with DeGreatOne on this one. He has a point, and he makes a good point, and you guys should understand that Dink was kind of in the wrong. And I know you're probably gonna judge me or say something like, but how are you going to be mean about Dink, but you've reacted to his videos years ago? If you go back years ago, I used to react to a lot of his WWE 2K early content. I think I reacted to some this year. But I enjoy the content, but at the same time, your personality needs to be better. And that just wasn't right, man. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers. DeGreatOne, man. If you make another video about this, man, I definitely check that out, man. I used to react to your stuff all the time, but I started getting into more stuff. But anyways, I will see you guys later. Peace out, Nation Deuces. One love, peace. Catch you guys later. Stay subscribed, stay blessed. I'm out. See ya. Peace.